What's going on, guys? Backwoods bogan here again. So we've just gotten up here at the block, made ourselves a coffee. We'll get into the morning in a sec. There's not much to do today. I mean, today's pack up day and head back, unfortunately. So what we'll probably do is we may go for one more explore, may go for a gold pan. It is rather cold this morning. This coffee's beautiful on my hands. Then we'll load the car trailer up, pull it forward. We've got to load the zero turn on, load the pit bike on, pack up, and then we'll head back home. So I'll finish my coffee and we'll get into the day. Alright, so Whack is back on the chest mount. I think the first thing we're going to do this morning is pick a bit of fruit off these trees. Give them a fighting chance. Don't pick it, it's just going to fall off and die anyway. Don't know if it's any good. Last time we picked fruit off it, it wasn't very sweet. It did need some nutrients. We've thrown a bit around it, but they have come back with a vengeance. What we won't eat, the animals certainly will. It's a nice ripe one. Might leave that one there for the animals. It's a nice low one for them. The littlest citrus tree here, but this is the most beautiful fruit by the looks of it. So we'll find out when we taste them. Smells good. Now, you see up there in the ginger, there's 3 gorgeous pieces. And I've just got to get all up in this ginger to get to it. Whoa. Something beat me to it. Looks like my shit. Cheeky bastards. So those 3 beautiful bits of fruit. Got 1 piece and a handful of mouse shit. Go, something's been into this one. Who would have guessed it? It's actually the bush rats or the mice getting into it. There's no claw marks on it, so it wasn't a bird. And you can actually see the teeth marks in there. Right in there. Where they've been chewing at it. Cheeky little buggers. Pretty bad when your fruit's not even safe on the tree. Alright, well, let's go check the maca trees. They're puny, but believe it or not, there was a maca on it the other week. Last time we were here. I'm quite sure what that is. The fact that it's planted in the house block right on the edge of that fence line tells me it's probably a fruit tree of some kind. Whether it's fruiting or never fruiting, that's another thing. But yes. The joys of abandoned block. trying to work out all this shit. Now, I think it was this maca. This was the one with the nut. It has dropped it. Might not have been this one though. And look at that, I just found another citrus tree. Well, I'll be darned. Looks like bush and there's a citrus. There you go, another one eaten. Bush rats sure like these and citrus. There's no real particularly good fruit on that yet. We'll let that keep going. Rip out all this lantana. Stop sucking the nutrients out of the soil on the poor bloody citrus trees. So yeah, this here is a macadamia nut tree. It's not a nut, but that is a macadamia nut tree right there. You can tell because of these wavy looking leaves. And you can see, try and find you one right here. I don't know if you can see it, but see those spikes on the tips of those leaves? Hear it? It's a good way of telling a macadamia tree. It's those spiky leaves. I really thought it was that tree that had the nut on it. It mustn't have been. Might have been this one. There's a macadamia tree in here. If you can look past all the lantana, as you can see, right there, maca stump, lantana stump. The lantana is just wrapping up in that tree. But this macadamia is, I wouldn't say healthy, but it's healthier than the rest. I mean, it goes all the way up to there. So I'd say these trees have been in the ground for a very long time as well. They've just been neglected. Haven't had the nutrients they need, the care they need. It wasn't even this tree that had the maca. I wonder what one it was. There was another one along here somewhere. I'm just missing it. So unfortunately, as you come to the front of the property, which is where our driveway comes into it, it does become a lot more low lying. So during the heavy rains, it's going to likely to be flooding our driveway before our house where we're going to build. So we may not get out of the property, but we certainly won't drown. Beautiful pine. I don't think it's a Norfolk. I think that's a maybe a bunya. I don't know. Someone out there can tell me, I'm sure. We've got 2 pines there that have definitely been planted. They're not native to the area. We've got another one here. That one's rather large. There is something I did want to show you. It's just rather interesting. And a testament to Mother Nature's strength, that's for sure. Some of these trees have just had such a hard life. Beautiful, but just rough. Alright. So we're heading down towards probably the swampiest spots of the block. The water really sits around here. But there is something down here that I just thought was interesting. And rather unique of a situation. And you can see more firewood, more firewood, more firewood. It's just everywhere. Alright, so here it is. So it's almost a 3-way tree fall. A tree fall here, a tree fall that way years ago, and then a tree fall on the other side of this tree that fell. But the interesting thing is, I think this tree here was dead for a long time, but I'm pretty sure that tree and that tree fell together at the exact same time, because as you can see, they are the exact same pile of dirt. But the interesting thing about it is this big old gum, she's regrown. So as you can see, that's the trunk. The whole way down there, you can see all the old dead branches at the end. But if you look closely, there is new gum shoots the whole way along it. So it's not like it's just rejuvenated a little bit. It's pretty much made a whole forest of trees on itself. If this gum survives, it'll be one of the most unique gums I've ever seen. And I don't think I'll get rid of it. I think I'm going to work around it and really accentuate the fact that this tree has out-survived falling over. Try and get a better angle for you. Whether it does survive is a whole nother thing. As you can see, there's new growth all the way up this branch. It's a bit hard to see on these angles, but there's new growth all the way up this branch till about halfway. Oh, actually it goes all the way to the top, but a lot of it is dying off. So this thing may cark it. We're just going to have to see. But yeah, this new growth is just poking out everywhere. Just randomly popping out at its own self everywhere. And worst case scenario, just a whole bunch more firewood. So keep walking. Get a bit deeper in the bush. It's a nice cold morning, so I'm not expecting to see any snakes. If I do, I'll fucking run. Haven't even got my pocket knife on me at the moment. I reckon that tree would have hit hard. Should be a good 40-foot tree. It's just branches everywhere. Huh. Wow. Okay guys, so this is a part of the block that I haven't even been to. Just found another dam. It's empty. But nonetheless, it's another dam. Well, there you go. So we're certainly at 8 dams now. Is that another one? No way. There's another dam. Pretty sure that one runs off from the main dam. Nonetheless, it's another dam. Ooh, look at that old burl on that tree there. You can really see the paper bark starting to come in now, prominent. Really showing the swampy side of this block. So let's head back this way because I'm almost certain I just saw another dam. Yep. And there you have it. Another dam. And another 3 or 2 behind it. Tell you what, this is the block that just keeps on giving. I mean, it's a decent parcel of land, but it ain't massive. And the fact that I just keep finding things, there's another one. So there's that one there that we just saw. There's the one back there we just saw. Now if we go to the left, yep, that's another one. But then if we go to the right, because that's that one we just saw. There's that new one I just found. There's a third. Crazy. And there's a fourth. Unbelievable. So, let's head back this way a little bit. Show you guys this tree. What have we got that tree? Massive cave underneath it. The whole thing's burnt out. Completely burnt out. As you go up, it's still alive. How the hell is that tree still surviving with that much trunk? Unbelievable. Well, let's keep heading in, eh? See what else we can find. So there's a fence there. I'm now confused. Good chance I might be out of my property now. I don't quite know how that makes sense, unless that's my fence. Which there is a chance it is my fence. Chance it's not too. Right, so here you go. This gives you a good idea of the marshy area. Look at that, for proper swamp. No water in it, which is always good. But it has proper swamp ground cover. Oh yeah, there's water under it. There is definitely water under it. So there you have it. We've got swamp. Proper swamp. Well, I think we're going to head back out. Get all the way to my fence line out the front and walk the front boundary. That'll give me a great idea. Oh, these birds get ya. So where we want to head back through? I'll head this way. See where it takes us. Shooting blind here. Just don't know the block enough yet. I do find myself getting lost still. Especially being so thick with bush. Like I haven't got a compass or anything stupid on me. I figure you can only get so lost on the property this size. You eventually find your way back. Oh, I know where I am. I'm well into my block. Because there's my dam. Right. Okay. That's my dam there. And those dams are definitely on my property. Have to be. Yeah. Definitely. That was the dam. There's the other one. Have to be. walk out to this post and have a look. Sorry for my cluelessness, guys, but you're learning this property with me. So there's my fence line there. Oh yeah. Straight through there. And straight down there. One of these is in my property. Bizarre. Cut straight through them. So I've got one of these dams. Those two aren't mine. Those two aren't the neighbours either. So then my property cuts through. Look out here. So that one's not mine either. Which means that big old tree ain't mine. It's a shame. Alright, well, let's keep trying to walk this boundary, eh? Don't know if we'll be able to get through the swamp, but we'll find out. Let's say that's still the right angle. Seems about right. There's all these succulents everywhere. I don't know what they are. They seem to grow on the wet spots. I'm guessing these trees that are dropped is a good indicator of our boundary line. Not too far off the neighbour's fence there, so I know that there was enough gap between me and the neighbour for the road to go through, but it just never did. Probably because it's swamp. Would have been a fair bit of infrastructure for them to try and jam a road through it. So it looks like my boundary pushes straight through the fucking swamp. Good to know, good to know. Well, let's head to the left a bit. We'll go around this main little flat plain. Alright guys, so I'm going to probably split this up into two parts for the second day. We're just getting too much footage compiled up, and the fact that we did a lot of exploration and there's a lot of talking in the videos, I don't want to really cut much of it out. So instead of boring you, I'll split it into two videos, and that way you get to watch it all. So I'll say goodbye to you on this one. So thanks for watching, and stay subscribed. Cheers.